The United States Congress had a hearing on cryptocurrencies, and we're here to give you our top 5 hot takes to what went down and what's being called the banger in the chamber. At least by me. Hey everybody, this is Jeremy from Blockchain WTF. So the CFTC and SEC are two government entities that deal with securities and tradings. And they're both called down to send representatives to Congress to help their colleagues try to understand what the hell is going on with this crazy newfangled cryptocurrencies and ICOs. So you might not have heard about this news, especially if you don't enjoy C-SPAN as much as I do. Anyway, there was a US congressional committee hearing about cryptocurrencies, ICOs, and blockchain technology in general. The hearing featured Christopher Giancarlo, head of the US Commodities Future Trading Commission, CFTC, and the head of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, Jay Clayton. And they were briefing a bipartisan commission on what the fuck has been going on with this crazy new internet magic money market or whatever the hell it is. And it was actually pretty entertaining, at least for C-SPAN, and a lot was made clear throughout the hearing. So here's my 5 top takeaways from what went down. Hot take number 1, the SEC put ICOs on notice while not really taking an aggressive stance on cryptocurrencies. Senator Mark Warner of Virginia proved to be one of the most vocal supporters of this technology. A little background on Warner: he made his money, and he made a lot of it, investing in the technology that would lead to cell phones way back in the 1980s. He took a gamble on a technology that he believed would change the world, and he sees a lot of parallels between his experience and the experience of crypto investors. Warner was quoted as saying you can't really separate cryptocurrencies from their backing blockchain technology. And it's really supported by the fact that when Bitcoin was introduced in that same white paper, that's how we got the term blockchain and blockchain technology. Is this an admission that they realize that regulating blockchain is really unregulatable? It's impossible? I wouldn't go as far as to say that. However, it might be a step in that direction. Giancarlo and members of the committee like Elizabeth Warren were sure to distinguish between established cryptocurrencies and ICOs, and they were not so kind towards the latter. Hot take number 2, the SEC will go after ICOs and their enablers. Lawyers, accountants, and advisors of ICOs are all considered to be enablers and face the possibility of prosecution. I know a few people in this space that were treading very lightly when it came to filling these roles on ICOs, and I've seen people scoff at the thought that they could be prosecuted for helping the sale of an unregistered security. Obviously, the latter was wrong. This is pretty much a situation of the government saying, well, we might not be able to regulate cryptocurrencies, but we sure as hell can regulate the ICOs that happen within our borders. On to that brings us to hot take number 3. The ICOs that were careful might be alright. An interesting fact that came out of the hearing: 0 ICOs have registered as a security with the SEC. Additionally, there are no upcoming ICOs that have registered with the SEC. But that doesn't mean everybody ignored the SEC to the same degree. For example, while Filecoin never registered as a security, they did take steps towards compliance, including limiting their sale to just accredited investors. The SEC has limited resources, so they're not going to go after the ICOs that at least made an effort to go towards compliance. They're going to go for the fraudulent ones or the ones that just straight out ignore them. And that brings us to hot take number 4. Will there be a government-regulated crypto market? This one's going to be short. Don't expect a Bitcoin ETF anytime soon. Seriously, just don't. And our last hot take: the dinosaurs are evolving. By far the funniest part of the hearing was when Giancarlo was asked what HODL meant, and of course, he described in front of all these Congress people that don't really know cryptocurrency or blockchain what exactly it meant. That shows me that it's gotten to the point where it's impossible for these legislators to ignore this crypto blockchain issue that keeps popping up right in front of their faces. This is creating a pivotal time for blockchain, and it's exciting to see if governments are going to slowly adopt or go kicking and screaming. So how did this whole hearing really impact crypto on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being complete FUD, 10 being moon? I'd say it was about a 7. I walked away from the hearing cautiously optimistic. So those are our hot takes from the CFTC SEC hearing on crypto and blockchain. If you enjoyed our video, please like it and also subscribe so you don't miss out on any future hot takes. Be sure to check out blockchain.wtf for all your crypto informational needs. I'm Jeremy from Blockchain WTF, and I'll see you next time.